as promised, Suzie Maka. This is a different interview for us.
It is.
Because you don't actually play in a band right now.
No,
Although you sing.
I'm very ordinary.
You're not ordinary. I've met you enough to know that.
I love to sing. I'm not as great as all of these wonderful women that
it's a high bar.
Singing. Yes. But mine kind of like started with my mom, like growing up she was such a great singer. She was born in Italy.
Okay.
She was raised in Australia. And when she was in Italy as a kid, she became a pop singer.
Okay.
And she was very popular there, but then my grandparents wanted to get to the States. So they ended up going in New Jersey, and that kind of, made everything go away. So she was like, what am I going to do with my life? Let me do something with music. So she became a karaoke host and had a DJ business and all that stuff. She was great, phenomenal, and her and my stepdad would actually sing. My mom's like a dead ringer for Patsy Cline type music, and my stepdad's like a Neil Diamond.
Nice.
Yeah, ringer. My dad was a radio personality my whole life.
I think you mentioned this. Was he like on Z100 or something?
Yeah, so that was the last station he ended with before he started the advertising business, but he was with... he started with Y107 down the Jersey Shore, and then went to Power 95.5, Hot 97, and ended with Z100. So it was kind of funny because growing up, I spent like my whole childhood in the radio station.
Sure.
But it was so much fun because, my parents did split when I was about 7, but the cool part about like going to see Dad for the weekend was, he has to work, by the way. So we were like, yeah,
right, do whatever you want.
Yeah, because random like celebrities would just walk in, do interviews with people, and my friends and I would be like, behind the counter going, oh my God, is that, Paul McCartney or Debbie Gibson back then or whatever. Yeah. Like we wanted to meet everybody. And my dad would say, well, I have this promotional event that I have to do at a car dealership down the street this weekend, but I do have free tickets to go see, whoever, Prince, whatever it was, back then. So we were always like super excited about that.
Very cool.
And it was
But
awesome.
you're not, you sing, but I don't think you've ever sang with a band down here that I can remember, right?
No. It's so funny because most of the people that play at CJ's, I'm constantly like, every week I always end up there with them, up there singing one or two or something. A few of them call me up quite a bit, but I'm kind of nervous still because I'm not used to singing with someone playing like an acoustic guitar. I did actually get a guitar. My stepdad builds them from scratch.
Nice.
He's so talented. He just does it when he's bored. I'm like, but for my last birthday, he gave me a beautiful classical guitar.
Now, do you play?
I started taking lessons from Dave Lauber, actually.
Oh, there you go.
And my schedule tends to get like really crazy outside of my full-time job. And I didn't really have a lot of time to put into it, so I did kind of stop that a little fast. I know he's probably upset with me.
That's all right. And so, remind me, what was your day job? Were you doing property management?
I'm a property manager,
That's what I thought. Okay, well,
like
that'll keep you busy.
Yes.
Well, especially after a hurricane.
Yeah.
That'll keep you pretty busy.
It's been an interesting couple weeks.
So are there any plans to get Suzie Maka and the Makettes or something out there? Like, is there any plans for this, or are we just sticking with the occasional appearance at CJ's Thursday night?
I try to show my face wherever I can, but I love supporting venues and supporting the musicians, and I love everybody. It was kind of bizarre how I even like created my group and stuff. I was like sitting on the couch one night, maybe 3.5, 4 years ago, and was like, God, I'm having such a hard time finding what is happening this weekend. Where can I like go eat that has like maybe like a acoustic musician, whatever. And it was frustrating because a lot of people don't promote themselves. That drives me crazy. And I was like, I'm gonna create something. And I just literally like put together this group, and I think there's about 3,000 followers on it, I want to say. Yeah, so it's been really helpful. It kind of started with like restaurants that had music, or just like nice like places people could dine, get some kind of entertainment. And then I went to like art, comedy, karaoke, live music. Live music always kind of trumped everything, though.
Right, sure.
So then I kind of turned the name over to Taste of Central Florida Entertainment. And a few years back, I was like, I really want to get into the promotional side of things.
Now, I know you're doing CJ's.
Yeah, I used to book Dale's Ales when it was Stephanie.
Okay.
So I booked the bands there with Stephanie, which that job in itself was like so rewarding to me, because I got to meet so many people that I'd been dying to meet, and so many bands that I wanted to go see. And it was like cool, because I'm like, it's like 4 blocks from home.
Right. And you work there, you have to show up.
Yeah, and I was
Right.
like, I'm booking like everyone I wanted to see. And
That's
the whole
awesome.
goal with my now ex, George, who he kind of came into this with me and was doing some of the promoting as well. And then he actually booked at a couple places in Daytona. We just got to the point where we were like, you know what, there's so many bands out there that get gigs, no problem. But then there's so many bands that are absolutely freaking amazing, but why are they not being recognized by so many of these venues? And that's actually something that really like aggravated me, because I'm like, God, I want to see like, I'm going to just throw a name out there, because back then, I didn't know much about, say, Jackknife.
Okay.
But Jackknife instantly became one of my favorites. Not only are they amazing guys, but at the same time, I was like, oh my God, they're so talented. They're playing at Dale's all the time. So anywhere I went after that, I was trying really hard to make sure that I wanted to get them in different places. So that was kind of like my goal going into it. Rotate the musicians. We want to see everybody. We want to see different
Sure.
genres. We don't want to see the same stuff. We don't want to hear the same songs. Something different.
Well,
So that's
the
kind of
hardest
like my
thing
idea.
about starting the band is getting your first gig.
Yeah.
We got lucky, not with Midnight Mayhem, which is in like its 8th year.
Yeah.
But with my other band, Almost Unknown, we got gigs because other bands like Crash Rocket, and back then it was Donkey Punch, would let us play the break. They'd say, oh, hey, we're playing here. If you guys want to come play the break, they'll
Yeah.
hear you and they'll book you. We wouldn't have gotten anywhere because the club owners don't want to deal with the bands.
Yeah.
They're busy running a business. They don't want to do it.
Yep.
And so there's plenty need.
Absolutely.
Now you're booking CJ's.
Yeah, so
Actually,
right
you know what? Wait,
now,
before you even tell me that,
Yeah.
and forgive me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
we're
So
good.
all the bands that come on, if they want, I let them give me something to put on the table.
Yeah.
Right. And actually, my Harlequin sign fell down again, so I'm gonna put that back
Aw.
up there. So Jackknife, I'm stepping off the camera here for a second. Jackknife, your one of your favorites shows up, and they gave me an 8x6 banner, and I'm like,
Hard.
where am I supposed to put? Oh, it's upside down. Where am I supposed
my
to
God,
put
I love
this?
it.
So I'm still.
This is Joey's doing.
This is Joey's doing. It is. So I have this banner that would basically like cover a wall for Jackknife.
I love it.
Which is right in their personality. Those guys are they're hilarious. So
They're so much
he
fun.
asked me yesterday, like, where did you put it? I'm like, I haven't found a spot to put it yet. So, but yes, anyway, because you said Jackknife, I thought you'd get a kick
He's
out of the
going to
fact.
put it on the side of his house.
My neighbors would love that. Right next to the bat signal
Right.
on the side of my house. But so you're only
That's
booking CJ's
awesome.
right now, or do you book other places?
Yeah, so right this second, it's just CJ's. And I was actually, the only reason I left Dale's back then was because COVID happened.
Right.
And they started shutting the bars down. And
Right.
that was like a really good time for me. I was actually really, really ill back then. I didn't even know if I'd make it.
Oh wow.
But
I'm
I
glad
went
you
through
did.
like a really bad ordeal like 3 years ago. I had a fundraiser with bands and everything. Like I got really, really sick with a thyroid disease I had. And CJ's kind of just happened. It was so random. I actually, I don't know if you know Casey Aston.
I don't.
Okay, Casey, he's been around for a while, but he's more of like he's done a lot of trivia events and like bingo, rock and roll bingo stuff at a lot of different venues and in the area. And he had posted something about rock and roll bingo at CJ's one night. So I do a monthly ladies group where we have like, we can have up to like 25, 30 women that get together and we do a different activity and go eat like every month and just hang out with each other. It's just for us to get out and, get away from all the stress at home and all of that good stuff. And we picked CJ's to do the rock and roll bingo. And I'm not even kidding. You've been there when it's been busy and when it's been slow. So it's like hit or miss there. It's definitely like a work in progress. But when I went in there that day, I could not believe it. It was like not a seat packed. Thank God I reserved a table. But we had such a great time. The owner and I like hit it off and we talked forever that night. And she was like saying that she missed having music there. They used to do it like 3 nights a week before. In fact, I think Donnie Lee played there, and I always forget his Adam James. There was quite a few people that were playing there. Thomas Watkins played there before. Some people I wanted to bring back, but everything changed for, I don't know, a few years. They kind of suffered a little bit, and then the COVID thing, and it was...
Well, you're booking them now, it looks like Wednesdays and Thursdays occasionally, right?
So it's kind of bizarre. We don't officially have Wednesday as like an extra music night, but we've had such a successful night every night that Sam Bittenbender's been there, that the owner is technically the husband. The wife is very much involved in making the decisions, but the owner he's crazy about Sam. And he loves Wednesdays as a music night, but we wanted to do something different this time to see if it worked. So Thursday ended up being the day we chose for music. Now it looks like they're kind of like, okay, well, if we're going to do a Wednesday, like they literally want to give Sam a day or two a month.
Okay.
He's done like some birthday parties so far, special event type things.
I've seen.
And then Thursday we do our rotation with everyone. Yeah.
Now, do you think they're going to add more music nights, or right now just Thursday, maybe a little bit of Wednesday?
I have no idea, because every week it's, we
seems like it's bigger every week.
It does. There's been weeks where weather hasn't been on our side at all.
Right.
When it pours, Thursday's usually like...
Well, of course. That happens even on the weekend.
Yeah, it's hard. I think it's harder, too, for CJ's because it's that one type of food. It's also not like, you're going to like a Denny's and eating cheap either.
Understood.
It's a little bit higher
very good
priced.
Food, though.
It's very, very good food. It's actually like a really, really great place that's in such a great location.
Just nobody knows it's there.
Yeah.
I know, they don't advertise the place at all. Are you going to pick up more clubs?
So I was going to put it out there. If there's any venue or anybody that needs help anywhere, I'm looking for it now.
Now, just venues, or what if a band wants to hire you to help promote them? Either or.
Both, yeah. And there's a couple that I've been chatting with back and forth, like Tommy Arthur. He's been back and forth with me for so long. I've trying to get me to help with the dirt stuff, and I'm all about helping. I just didn't have the time back then, but I feel like my life's changing in a lot of ways right now, and I have a lot more free time at the moment. So
if they hire you, if it's a venue or a band, is it like you guys just take a percentage for booking? Is that how that kind of works?
Usually I'll just do like a flat amount if we do some type of partnership type stuff, but I've also done so many things just like kind of pro bono, where I'm trying to help out the venue or the musician. There's also like a lot of venues that call me and are like, hey, can you help me find somebody for this date? I'm not, I don't, one place is like, I just don't know enough people, or my person doesn't, can you help with that? And I'm like, well, you really like, everybody kind of needs to be educated with who's out there, because they're missing out on a lot of people.
Right.
So I'm definitely looking for the work. Promotional, I'm doing social media pages.
And your group is which one? Forgive me, I'm bad with the names.
Yeah, A Taste of Central Florida Entertainment.
Right. And that's gone very well.
Yeah. And then A Taste of Florida Promotions is actually where you're going to see anything that I have booked through like my little site.
So how do they get a hold of you?
My phone number is listed on there. Email's also listed on there. You can DM me from there. Most people just reach out to me directly for the most part, but I'm really good about getting back to everybody too. I'm always like really good with communicating and all of that, but I'm more than willing to get settled somewhere. I don't know how long the CJ's thing's going to go on for. We're hoping that it works. I know that they're also looking at different locations now too. They're actually talking about possibly venturing out to like DeBerry.
Moving or
Orange
franchising?
City. Reopening somewhere else. Yeah.
Okay.
So changes there. There's been a lot of changes in that area with the shopping center there too. So they're going to be going through a transition soon,
Okay.
I'm sure. We are booked through the year. I think I have one December date left, maybe.
Okay.
But like the month of October is all new people, which is really exciting. So
Very cool.
I'm really looking forward to Lizzie.
Oh yeah, they're
and
fantastic.
Sam. Yeah.
They're
It's gonna
fantastic.
be very cool.
Yes, we're working on a charity event with our mystery machine, and Lizzie is going to be. It's the kids are the Scooby Gang,
Awesome.
but Lizzie is going to be my adult, and I'm putting that in quotes because it's Lizzie. She's going to be my adult, and she's going to be Daphne.
I was just gonna
She
say
came and did a
she
photo
could
shoot
be-
here as Daphne.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
it was fantastic. So
She's
I'm looking
perfect
forward to
for
that.
that.
That'll be a great show. If you
Awesome.
need anything, right, you can find Suzie. You can DM the Weekly Band Crawl. If you can't, for whatever reason, hunt her down. It's a taste of Central Florida. Is your
Yeah, a
group?
taste
I'm
of
in it. I
Central
just get all the
Florida.
group names confused.
Yeah, a taste of Central Florida entertainment. And if anybody needs me for anything, I'm open to doing band pages. I'll answer your messages that come through.
Whatever
I'm really
they
quick
need.
with that. I will post. You guys know I post all the time. Yeah, I'm all about it. I'm definitely looking
That's
for
awesome.
that side work now. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. So
Yeah.
now there's no excuse to not market your band.
Yeah.
No excuse.
Yeah, I would even take like a part-time job on the books at a venue if they wanted to hire me for like entertainment manager.
Which a
or
lot of
booking
places
or
don't like
something.
dealing with that.
Yeah.
You know, so they might want to do something
Yeah.
like that. They're just sick and
Right.
tired of dealing with it.
I know, right?
So that's awesome. You know how to get a hold of Suzie.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming
Oh,
on and
of
doing
course.
it.
This was
And
so
thank
fun.
you guys for watching. Get out there this weekend. Have a great time. And we will see you all next week.
Yeah.